Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video will be an everyday simple look using products, mostly products that I have been loving lately, that I have been using a whole lot. So I just wanted to show you, how to get a simple face. Even if you don't know a lot about makeup, you don't have to be a master at makeup. You could still pull it off because I pull it off every day and I don't know that much at all. So if you want to see the products I use and how I got this look, make sure you keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye guys. Okay guys, so jumping right into it, of course, I'm starting off with probably a brush from Amazon and just brushing through my eyebrows, brushing the hair up. And then I take my Colourpop No Filter banana powder. You can really take any translucent powder or light powder that you have. And I kind of like just brush it over my eyebrows to set them because my eyebrow area tends to get oily also. So I do this to prevent oil. And then I'm going to go and take this, once I stop doing that, goodness, how much powder I'm going to put on there. So then I'm going to take my Benefits They're Real, what is this thing called? The brow pencil. And I still don't know what shade I have. Guys, just know that it's a dark shade. It's probably a dark brown, whatever the dark brown shade is. Like I said in a previous video, I have had this eyebrow pencil for probably about the last 2 years, and I just recently started picking it up. I didn't realize, I used to try, when I first started makeup, I used to try the MAC Spiked and Stud. If you know, then you know. If you remember those were like the first really like eyebrow pencils for darker skin tones that I can remember. So I used to use those or try to use them because I had no idea what I was doing, but until they came out and they made them kind of like bigger and fatter. And once they made them fatter, I was like, oh no, I can't use that. There's no way I'll be able to draw eyebrows. So I need to revisit that. I wonder if they still make those. But anyway, so I wanted to include my eyebrows for you all today because you know I rarely do. So I just wanted to show y'all that my eyebrow routine is like so simple and just draw it, trace it, fill it in, and go. I did use my Too Faced Born This Way and Mocha concealer to conceal underneath. I'm still working on that. That's probably why I didn't include it in the clip in today's video, because I'm still working on carving out, because I see now that it's not just like putting concealer underneath there, like you gotta kind of like shape the concealer. So I'm learning to do that. But this pencil is really good, and I want to say this pencil is probably like $20 something. I know it's in the 20s, but Ulta, I probably got this when Ulta was doing like one of their 21 days of beauty or something, because these tend to always be on there. Like if you can catch it on sale, then you're good. My eyebrows last all day. They don't move, budge, or anything. So this is pretty good. I haven't picked up pomade in close to 2 weeks, so I'm doing good so far. It's just brush and fill in, brush and fill in. That's the way I see how to do it. Just keep brushing, filling it in, brushing and filling it in. So I didn't want to bore y'all with this. I'm going to start talking in the video shortly, but you all have seen me apply this primer and paint pot a million times, and every time I say I'm going to switch up the video and try something new, like I really can't, because I really do love these products. I love the way they make my makeup look. I love the way it makes my skin feel. I love the way it makes my makeup last throughout the day. So I'm going to give y'all the real on items that I really love, because you'll see me use it over and over again. Like things that you rarely see me use, I like it, but I don't love it. So, and that would be my e.l.f. Cookies and Dream primer. And I did see it in Walmart. I went the other day. Walmart is fully stocked. I did not realize it was $9. In my head, I thought I paid like $3 or $4 for this. I did not know it was $9. But that is like way better than buying a primer that's $30 and $40. So, and it's a really good primer. It's a really good primer. Really good. And then I use the e.l.f. Power Grip. This is so tacky. Between this one and my Cover FX gripping primer, those are the two that I use. I just feel like if I use the e.l.f. Poreless primer, that helps with my pores, and then I use this gripping primer, and that just makes my foundation sit where I placed it for the day. It doesn't move, it doesn't crease, it doesn't slide around, it doesn't do any of that. So I need to pick up another gripping power grip primer also. So of course my MAC paint pot and laying low, and I meant to show you all the inside of the jar because I finally can see the bottom. It's a hole in the bottom. So I'm finally about to use this paint pot up after decades of having it. I'm not the YouTuber that teaches expiration dates and stuff on makeup because I know I'm bad. I know I'm horrible. I know I've had some makeup forever and the time has been passed, but as long as it doesn't break me out, I'm gonna keep using it. Now I'm using my SheGlam SkinFluencer Balm in the shade Camel. Perfect shade. If you want, and y'all know I'm Ollie Combo, right? But if you want a natural looking foundation, it's $8.49. But if you want a natural looking foundation that just makes your skin look, even if you're oily, you still look a little radiant. Just because you're oily doesn't mean that you have to look matte and flat and like all the life is sucked out of your skin. Like I like a good matte look, but I don't like to look dried up and withered up. Like I want it to still have a slight glow to it, you know what I mean? So this gives me that, and I didn't realize it until today. This is probably my third or fourth time using this, and I didn't realize it until today how much I really enjoy this foundation. Like I really enjoy this foundation. Like I would repurchase this foundation if I ever was to use it up. I would repurchase this foundation for sure. Perfect shade. The feel of it is absolutely beautiful. The wear of it is amazing. It just makes my skin look alive and fresh. So yeah, I love this foundation. I hope I don't sound far away. That's why I kind of hate doing voiceovers, because I always feel like I'm far away. Even though voiceovers are kind of easier, like cause if I sit and talk to y'all, then I never finish the video because I sit and talk to y'all for like a long time. But yeah, so we'll get through this part. And what am I doing now? I got like 3 tables in my makeup room, and I got makeup on all the tables, and stuff is just always everywhere. So I'm using a Real Techniques 220 brush to blend out that foundation along with a Cara Beauty sponge to make sure it's blended out with no streaks or creases or any of that. Just making sure, you know, the foundation, which is what it's called, is smooth and ready for me. So then I went in with my favorite concealers, of course, the Too Faced Born This Way in Mocha and Sand. Mocha is a highlight, and I always tell you that, but Sand is a highlight for me. So I always use those two. And I always tell y'all that I balance, if I feel like a foundation is not, if I use a radiant foundation or a soft glow foundation, I'll just make sure I use a matte concealer. That way it gives my skin balance, it gives my face balance, and I have that glow within look. Yeah, that's what it's called. It's called a glow within. So I'm just using this, and I kept it in real time today because I didn't want to speed through it because I just didn't. So yeah, I'm using sand. And I think this, how much is this concealer, y'all? Probably like $20. I haven't purchased any in a while. Like I never finish anything. What do I ever finish? Please tell me. Oh, I really wanted to tell y'all about this. This is just, I think this is a blush brush. I don't know what kind of brush it is, but it's from Shein. But when I tell you to, if you have not, please try blending out your concealers with a brush. Remember I told y'all that I was going to go pick up some Real Techniques setting brushes to blend out my concealer. I did this method before, got away from it, went to beauty blenders or whatever. But use a brush. A brush will have your concealer, your highlight area looking snatched. A brush will have you looking airbrush, filtered, everything. I think I really enjoyed this look today, just for the simple reason of how I applied it. Like the products, I already knew the products because I use the products all the time, but for me to blend it out with a brush, just use different techniques to apply the makeup. Oh, I loved it. But I still went over it with a sponge just to make sure that all areas were smooth and, you know, I didn't have any lines or streaks or anything. Yeah. Perfect, 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 perfect. And as you can see, I took my time. I was so sleepy. I was so sleepy, y'all. I don't know why my bonnet like that either. My bonnet sleepy too. Then I took the Colourpop No Filter. I like this powder, but I think I reach for it more because it's right in front of me. Because I love my Too Faced Peach Perfect caramelized translucent powder, but because it's not in front of me, I don't reach for it. But this is in front of me, so I always reach for it. But I like it. But yeah. So I'm just using that to set my under eyes and all that good stuff. Every place I highlighted. And I kind of just take my time and push it in there. I wouldn't consider what I do as baking because I push it in there. So it's not like just sitting on top of my skin. I don't think I prefer to bake. I think baking makes me look cakey. So I'm more so just pushing it in my skin. And I put a little bit on my eyebrows because my eyebrows tend to get oily too. So this just helps them last a little bit longer throughout the day. And I'm using this SheGlam eyeshadow quad. I did a video on this. Y'all saw this. But I'm just using one shadow. And it's a cross between a deep burgundy shade and a brown. So I'm okay with that. I just didn't want to do like an all over brown, even though I got a brown idea in my head. It just popped in my head just now. So stay tuned for that. But I'm just basically just packing that on my lid and blending it out as I go. Blending out the corners of it, the edges of it. So I'm just blending that out or whatever. Nothing major. And this is just a Wet n Wild brush that you can pick up from. Blending brush that you can get from Walmart, Walgreens, CVS. I get mine from Walmart for 98 cents. But this is real time. I just wanted to show y'all. I think this look took me like 20 minutes. And that's only because I was filming and my camera was acting crazy. That's why I really am doing this voiceover, because the camera was acting crazy this morning. Like it didn't want to connect to the Canon app or whatever. So yeah. So I had to do what I had to do. So I'm just blending it out, trying to make sure everything is how it should be. A little bit put together, and you would think that I was going somewhere, but I'm not. I'm actually just going to my desk at my house to go to work. You know, I still have to, even though I work from home sometimes, I still have to get up and feel like I'm going somewhere or doing something. I can't like stay in like pajamas and stuff all day and work. Like I have to feel like I'm in a professional settings, even though I'm at my desk in my house. So here I'm showing you liner, and this is just a Wet n Wild liner. I think it's $2.99, not a lot. I like this one because I enjoy the brush. The brush is not hard. It moves when I move, so I'm able to work with it. I've had some liners where the brush, the formula is good, but the brush is so hard it doesn't work for me. And I have in my cart the new Essence eyeliners at Ulta, and I saw a review and a young lady said that the tips were hard, so that's the only reason why I haven't pressed go on my cart yet, because I can't deal with a hard applicator. So we'll see how that goes or whatever. So I'm just showing you all that I basically, I wouldn't even call it drawing a line at this point. I think I'm just I don't know what I'm doing. I'm making a line. Yeah, I'm making a line. It's not really like a wing line or anything. It's more so to where when I put on my lashes, the lash band is hidden and it's not really visible. It just looks natural. And I use my Level Up by Uma Beauty mascara to coat my lashes with. And I think after this is when I start talking to y'all live and in person. Okay, for lashes, I always reach for lashes that I have worn maybe 2-3 times. I like worn lashes better than brand new lashes. So I'm going to put a picture on the screen to show you which lashes these are. And I've been wearing them probably for the last 2 weeks. Yeah, so I'm going to show you the glue in a minute. But I thought maybe this would help somebody with lashes because I'm not an expert and it took me probably about a year to learn. I use the Duo Glue, the green one. I find that this sticks the best for me. But yeah, it took me about a year to learn how to put on lashes to get to where the inner and the outer stick and it looks somewhat natural. And what I do is I take a little bit of the glue and I put a dab on the inner, a dab on the outer, and let it sit for a minute. Well, while the band is getting tacky. Let that sit. While that's sitting, I'm going to take my Sephora Micro Smooth powder in Deep 60. Y'all know that I always use this. You would think that I would be done by now, but I'm not. Okay. Then for contour, I'll take my L'Oreal in 550 Dark Deep Bronzer. You all know that I love this. As you can see, I didn't contour. I haven't been contouring lately. I just been loving the soft look of my bronzer versus the harsh contour. I still love the contour. I just haven't been doing it lately. Because you can see just now, like that gave me a chisel enough look to where I didn't have to use a bronzer. Always take your foundation brush and go back over it if you think you got too much on there. no more product on my foundation brush, but just in case I feel like I got too much. And of course, let me take my bronzer and do my nose thingamajig. This just connects the inner part of my eye. I won't say to my nose, but it just makes it look more sculpted, like I did more with eyeshadow when I really didn't. Oh, let me get the glue for it to be done. I always use these types of tweezers, and this is a pair from Shop Miss A. So I take it, let me see, because you want it to get a little tacky. So I put it in the middle, right? Grab it in the middle, kind of fan it a little bit to make sure it's kind of tacky. And then my handy dandy mirror, I look down. So I'm looking down in this mirror. I place it in the middle. I put it like right on top of my lash line. Then I do the outer first. So I kind of like pull it and just pull it down because it's tacky. It's going to stick. Then I take the inner and do the same thing. Sometimes the inner will stick. Sometimes it'll give me a little problems. It's just something about that inner part that gives you a little bit of problems. And I'm going to wait for a minute, because in a minute I'll pinch my lashes and these together to make sure that they're, you know, together and nothing is not showing. Let me do the same thing. I know these eyelashes right here are old because the band is not even like strong and sturdy. The band is like all flimsy, which I like better than the hard band. So give it a minute and then we'll pinch them together. Now for blush, I'll take this Sweet Cheeks Trio from SheGlam. And y'all know, I'm going to just use the last one today. I usually use these two, but I'm just use the last one today. Now see how pigmented that blush is. I always go over it. Just take your powder brush and soften that up. Golly, I always go overboard with blush. That's why I don't mess with blush like that. Okay. And spray my face. And wet X spray. I'm going to take my juvia'splace lip liner and Brownie to line my lips. And for lip gloss, can you not, Dose of Color lip gloss. I've used this before on my channel. I'm gonna start doing some color lips because I know y'all tired of me doing these nude lips. Okay. I did a video recently with this Almond eyeliner in dark brown to line the bottom of my lashes. And get me a little brush and blend out the lip liner. Okay guys, I am back. This is the completed look. This is a quick, simple, everyday face. Anybody can do it. If I can do it, trust me, anybody can do it. I wanted to show you all, you know, my eyebrows because I hardly ever get on here and show you what I do. And as you can see, it's the most simplest thing ever. Like, I don't try to complicate anything. So I think I'm gonna start doing more of those videos just to show you the simple way that I do things. This is my hairstyle for the wedding. I went and got it done yesterday. This is how she wanted the hair for the wedding. I feel like I'm in the Supremes and I'm gonna start dancing. That's how I feel. That's just me. This is what she wanted, so hey, I'm here for it. So if you enjoyed today's video, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.